Hello and welcome to solving SQL problem 11. In today's problem, we're gonna start from this table that has two names. Each one of them has an address, email, which floor he visits, and the resources. And based on that, we're gonna display the name, most visited floor, number of visits, resources used. See here, for example, for a client A. Client A visits 3 times. We have 3 rows here. Each row represent a visit. So client A visits 3 times. Same thing for client B. Next, we're gonna know the most visited floor for each client. So client A visited floor 1 twice and floor 2 once, meaning that the most frequent floor is 1. And we need to display that. And see here for a client B, the resources are desktop and monitor. And we need to show that into the same column, the same row. Let me give you a hint. To do that, you're gonna need the string ag. Yeah. So feel free to pause this video, try it yourself. You can find below the link to this Google Sheet where you can find this code to create and insert data into the table. All right, now let's get our hands dirty. So this is our table. The first thing I'm gonna do is displaying the resources into one row. For client A, I need to display CPU desktop. For client B, I need to display desktop and monitor. And in order to do that, I need to use string ag, the column that I want, resources, the separator. I'm gonna use comma space, and I'm gonna group by the client name. So I will use window over partition by name. Alright, so see here, I'm having CPU displayed twice, and here desktop twice, because in the client A, for example, CPU is shown twice here. And I tried to use distinct here, but I'm having an error. I guess it doesn't work like that. So if you see here, what causing the duplication is the email. We have a different email here, and the address is basically useless. So I'm gonna remove those, and I'm gonna group by 1, 2, 3. All right, so now we have our resources used distinct. Let me name this resources used. And by the way, in this problem, I'll be using CTE and subqueries a lot to be an opportunity for you to learn. Of course, there are so many ways to solve this, and I'm gonna choose on purpose the long way. So follow along. And after that, I'm gonna use my table here, this table. I'm gonna join it again with resources ID just to get from it this column. That's it. And I'm gonna use those three columns as join, because if I join only with name, I will get duplicated values. Same thing if I use name and floor alone. So I'm gonna use those three to join. Let me put this into CTE. Select star from inner join CTE C on. Like I said, I'm gonna use them all. Name equal to e dot name, and okay, let me use copy and paste to do this fast. We have floor resources. Okay. As good. Now I need to find the number of visits for each client. And to do that is just displaying the count of rows for each client. But I'm not gonna use a group by name, simple count, I'm gonna use window function, and you're gonna discover why. Alright, so count 1 over partition by name. This is number of visits. Using C or E doesn't make any difference here. Let me use E dot. Alright, so just look here. So we know that if we pick any row of this table, we can get the number of visits. We have 3 for client A and 3 for client 2, obviously. Now we're gonna use almost this same method to get the most. Now what I'm looking for is to get the most visited floor for each client, floor with the most frequent visits. Just the only difference here, I'm not gonna partition only with the client, because if I do that, I'm gonna display 3. But I'm gonna use, yes, you guessed it right, the floor. And you will see what it will give me. Floor, yeah, floor, most frequent floor. Whoops. Okay. So here we have basically the count. This is 2, meaning that CPU is sorry, not CPU, the floor 1 is visited twice, and for floor 2 is visited once. Same thing here, floor 2 is visited twice, floor 1 is visited 1. And what I'm gonna need is to get, of course, the bigger number, to get 2 here referring to floor 1 and 2 here referring to floor 2. There are so many ways to get this, but I'm gonna choose the long way. And I'm gonna put this into another CTE2 as alright, we're gonna select let me put some columns here. Yeah, I need resources used. This one, what else? I don't need anything else. Okay, so now I'm gonna get the name, the floor, resources used. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I will use a window function which is rank, and I'm gonna rank the most frequent floor. So and in this rank I'm gonna order by descending, so whatever the bigger number here will get the ranking 1. The greater number will get number 1. The second greater number will get 2, and so on. And obviously I'm gonna take the ranking 1. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna use dense rank, or rank doesn't make any difference in this case, since I'm looking only for rank 1, if you know what I mean. Okay, over partition by name, order by most frequent floor. From CTE, okay, CTE2, let's see. Whoops. All right. Now we have ranking 1 here on floor 2. Let me show you, or I can't. So let's see. Let's see our input table. See here, client A, the most visited floor is floor 1. We need, so we should expect to display rank 1 next to floor 1, right? But in here we display in 1 next to floor 2. This is simply because we're ordering most frequent floor by default is ascending, and we need descending to do that. Alright, so now we have the ranking 1 on floor 1, which is the most frequent, the most visited frequently. So basically this leaves us to only filter to get rank 1. That's it. And where dense rank equal to 1. Let me name this rank K. So if we get to the ranking 1, it will leaves us with this and this. And what we're gonna need is select distinct. Basically it. Okay, let's use another CTE for this. Bear with me, we're almost done. Not there. CTE3 as select name let me add number of visits here. Yeah, since we need it on the output, let me show this again. Name most visited floor. Okay, name most visited floor, which is basically the only floor left after I filter with the rank 1. Most visited floor, number of visits, resources used from CTE3 where rank equals to 1, select distinct. All right, now, boom, we're done. Okay, this is the expected output. Our query is correct. Yeah, I know it's boring. This query is too big, but like I said, I use so many CTE and too many window function to be a learning opportunity for you. I look forward to see your other methods in the comment. Thank you again for watching, and see you in solving SQL problem 13.